What's the shadiest thing that a family member has ever done to you? My Uncle Mark was always my favorite. He bought me my first car, taught me guitar, and whenever family drama went down, he'd pull me aside and tell me everything would work out. So when Grandma Rose passed last year, I figured he'd be the one keeping our family together. Grandma had this old wooden jewelry box that sat on her dresser for as long as I could remember. As kids, me and my sister would play dress up with the fake pearls and plastic rings, but we knew the good stuff was in there too. Her wedding ring from 1952, some gold chains, and these pearl earrings that belonged to her mother. The plan was simple: sell a few pieces to cover funeral costs, split the rest between the grandkids. Mom opened that box 3 days after the service. Empty. Not even the costume jewelry was left. Everyone looked confused. Mark shrugged and said maybe the hospice workers cleared it out by mistake. Made sense, I guess. Those places handle weird stuff all the time. 2 months later, I'm helping Mark move some Christmas decorations to his garage. I grab this cardboard box and hear something rattling inside. When I peek in, there's Grandma's jewelry box, the real one. Mark's back was turned, so I opened it quick. Grandma's wedding ring stared back at me. My stomach dropped. Mark turned around and saw me holding it. His face went white. He stammered something about finding it mixed in with her stuff and forgetting to mention it. Said he'd bring it to the next family dinner, but something felt wrong. That night, I texted my cousin Jenny. She's Mark's daughter, and we've always been close. I asked if she'd ever seen Grandma's ring before. Her response made my blood run cold. Yeah, Dad took it to Pawn Palace once but bought it back later. Said the family would disown him if they found out. Pawn Palace. I knew that place. It's this sketchy shop downtown where people go when they're desperate for cash. The next day, I drove to Mark's house while he was at work. He always kept a spare key under the fake rock by his front door. I felt terrible going through his stuff, but I had to know. In his kitchen junk drawer, buried under old receipts and expired coupons, I found them. 3 pawn slips from Pawn Palace, all dated within a week of Grandma's funeral, all signed by Mark Peterson. 1 diamond wedding ring, $200. 1 set of pearl earrings, $800. 3 gold chains, $600 each. 1 antique brooch, $900. The total came to $5,100. $5,000 of Grandma's jewelry. That was supposed to be split between 8 grandkids. I took pictures of everything with my phone. My hands were shaking. That evening, I drove to Mark's house. He answered the door with a beer in his hand, smiling like nothing happened. I showed him the pictures on my phone. His smile disappeared. He invited me in and we sat at his kitchen table. For a minute, neither of us said anything. Finally, he cracked. Told me he had gambling debts that were getting ugly. Said some guys were threatening to hurt Jenny if he didn't pay up. The jewelry was just sitting there, and Grandma was gone anyway. He swore he was going to buy it all back before anyone noticed. Said he just needed time to win back the money. I asked him how much he'd lost gambling. He wouldn't look at me. Over 40 grand, he whispered. That night, I called my mom, told her everything. She cried for an hour. Then she called my aunt, who called my other uncle, who called Mark. Mark showed up at Mom's house the next morning begging. Said he'd sell his car, his house, whatever it took to make it right. But the damage was done. The whole family turned on him. No more birthday parties, no more holidays, no more Uncle Mark giving advice about life. Jenny stopped talking to him for months. His wife threatened divorce. He did manage to buy back Grandma's wedding ring, but everything else was gone. Sold to strangers who had no idea they were buying pieces of our family history. Mark moved 3 states away last Christmas. Haven't seen him since.